Hello everybody, welcome to F1 2014. I'm hoping you have just watched the qualifying episode of the Kurt vs. Cone 2014 co-op, where we explained the amazing discovery that Kurt has been racing with basically improper force feedback for, well, nobody really knows how long here in F1 possibly 2012, 2013, and 2014. It was a little difficult to explain exactly what it was doing and just how wrong it was, so I thought I would give a little bit of a first-person perspective video of just what it was doing. So, here we are in China. I am in the Red Bull, and these are my normal steering wheel conditions, kind of set to 360 degrees of rotation, and I have some different force feedback settings than the stock ones, but overall this is pretty much what it's usually like for me. You can see in the turns, even though the wheel kind of bobs back and forth in the graphical representation of it, it doesn't really do so for me. But you can see over the curbs and stuff, it kind of bounces. But then on a straightaway, if I let go of the wheel, it's going to track straight pretty much. You know, it's not wandering too much. If I were to let go, let's find a longer turn. Okay, this would be a good example. If I were to let go in the turn, it's going to snap to center, as you would expect. Again, down the straightaways, pretty much track straight. You know, you get a little bit of a dead zone in there, but it certainly doesn't pull in one way or another. And then it's hard to represent how it gives feedback as far as the loose or tightness of the car goes. And honestly, this game does a terrible job of representing that anyway. It has different amounts of tension in the turns than it does in the straightaways, and that kind of gives you the weight of the wheel as far as, you know, how much grip your front tires have or not. It's pretty simple. There's not a lot to the force feedback modeling. It gets a little bit lighter. That was a good example. A little bit lighter when you're oversteering to kind of guide you to correct the car. And that is something that Dirt Rally does a far superior job of representing. So this is normal. This is how I have always experienced the force feedback in every F1 game I've played from 2011 all the way up to 2014. Okay, now if we go back to the main menu here and we go to My F1 and then go to Settings and then go to Graphics and we disable VSync off. Yes, I would like to accept these changes. You can see up at the top left, actually you probably can't see because the GoPro does a poor job of picking up the screen versus, you know, the reality. But now I am able to go above 60 frames per second. So let's go back to the track. We'll go back to time trial. We'll go back into our Red Bull and go back to China. So I think you can probably see it now. 120, 130, so it's going free range, as many frames per second as it desires. And instantly you can see wheel much lighter. This is one finger, just able to push it back and forth. There's a slight little bit of resistance, but that's kind of, I believe, the manual centering spring that I have enabled. So that is my Logitech drivers overriding the game. But then, oh, there it was. Okay, why is it? It's pulling to the right. What is it doing? Why would it do such a thing? Okay, now it stopped. And now it's taut all of a sudden. We go into the turn here. And yeah, this seems normal, right? Yeah, this is pretty much exactly like I was experiencing. Why? Okay. And suddenly it's turning left for us. There you go. And it will continue to do so. And then all of a sudden, a snap back to center. Okay, this turn This turn we get no force feedback. Just, well, I mean, there's a little bit, but it's very weak. Oh, and now it's back. It's very strong in this turn. See, it's returning to sender. No, not to sender, center. And in this turn, it's basically turning itself through it. But it's going to continue to turn right, even though we're now on a left-hand turn. So it is basically giving you feedback for the completely wrong conditions. This turn we have virtually no feedback, along with this one. See, like I said, there's a little bit of that return to center because of the settings I have. Oh, and now it's back. Let's just go hands-free down the straightaway here and see if it ever pulls. Some of them it does, some of them it doesn't. So I've angled my GoPro down so you can see the steering wheel. Virtually no pressure in it. So yeah, there's no force feedback at this point, just feeling the weight. Oh, and there's the weight. So there you have it. Hopefully a better understanding of just what kind of issues Curtin has been driving with for the past 3 seasons. And because some people wanted to see what my little setup here looks like with the steering wheel and everything, apologize for the dust and stuff, but this is it. This is a 1991 Nissan 240X seat and G27 steering wheel shifter pedals, and the pedals are just angled up a little bit this way. That's it. Pretty simple.